day, classmate, and good day to our beloved instructor and the Dean of the College of Teacher Education, Dr. Mercy Saminyay Gubu. We are now at the learning episode 16, Assessing for, of, and as learning. I am Regina May Serdon, together with my groupmate, Marilicel L. Ramos. At the end of this learning episode, I must be able to distinguish among assessment for learning, assessment as learning, and assessment of learning. Cite ways of doing assessment for learning and assessment as learning. Explain the effect of assessment for learning and assessment as learning on summative assessment. Three phrases on assessment that we have met in our assessment courses are assessment for learning, assessment of learning, and assessment as learning. There are three purposes of assessment. Assessment for learning occurs when teachers use inferences about student progress to inform their teaching. Assessment of learning occurs when teachers use evidence of student learning to make judgment on student achievement against goals and standards. Assessment as learning occurs when students reflect on and monitor their progress to inform their future learning goals. To further understand the three purposes of assessment, let's have it one by one. Let's start first with assessment for learning or AFL. This is assessment para sa pagkatuto. It is a formative type of assessment used by the teacher to inform their teaching. It may occur before and throughout the learning sequence to determine the progress and the gaps. It may occur before and throughout the learning sequence in order to determine the progress, that means learning progress and the learning gaps. From the word format, this means that the teacher examines all the activities in class and use those evidences whether to reteach the concept or to move on to the next lesson. Example for the assessment for learning or AFL are set work, diagnostic test before conducting the real discussion, question and answer during discussion, and even quizzes. Ideally, assessment for learning results are recorded but not graded or not part of the grading. Basically, assessment for learning is done to improve the teaching and learning process. Now, let's proceed to assessment of learning or AOL. Assessment of learning is also known as assessment ng natutunan or assessment ng pagkatuto. It is a summative type of assessment used by the teacher to determine what the student have learned in a unit or chapter against specified standard or goals. Assessment of learning is done at the end of every unit or chapter in order to certify the student competence. Example of assessment of learning are mastery tests, periodical tests for basic education, achievement tests. For college, we have prelim, midterm, semifinal, and final. Assessment of learning are assessment for grading purposes, and this type of assessment are usually the one being reported. Now, let's go to assessment as learning or ASL. This is assessment bilang pagkatuto. This is what we call self-assessment. This is also formative in nature, wherein the students are given the opportunity to monitor and critically reflect their own learning and prepare the necessary adjustment for their learning. This is the self-directed learning as well, wherein the students use their metacognitive process to think about their own learning, what strategy to support that particular learning, and the mechanism that they will use to advance that learning. Example of assessment as learning are reflected journals, reflection, and insight. Assessment as learning is the highest form of assessment, and this is used for students to monitor their own learning process. Now, to sum up the three purposes of assessment, we have assessment for learning or AFL. This is done by the teacher formatively to improve teaching and learning process. Next is the assessment of learning or AOL. This is also done by the teacher summatively or at the end of the unit for grading purposes. Lastly, assessment as learning or ASL. This is done by the student to monitor their own progress. This is talking about reflection and insight. Those are the three purposes of assessment.
The phrase assessment as learning implies that assessment itself is already an opportunity for learning. It is learning by itself, and that when students engage in self-assessment, reflect on their own assessment results, and make necessary moves to ensure learning. Ang assessment as learning ay masabing isang oportunidad para matuto. Nasasabi dito na ang mismong assessment ay isang uri ng aral o pag-aaral at ito ay isang oportunidad para matuto. Ito din ay sariling pagkatuto o self-learning. Sa katunayan, kapag ang estudyante ay matutong mag-self-assessment at gamitin ito at idagdag sa kanilang sariling kaalaman, ang resulta ay magagawa nito ang mga kinakailangang hakbang para masigurado ang pagkatuto. Assessment as learning is a concrete manifestation of the concept of learner agency, which means that the learner is ultimately responsible for his or her own learning, for nobody can do the learning for him or her. Ang assessment as learning ay ang kaalaman at pag-aaral at isa itong konkretong pagkontrol sa konsepto ng ahensya sa pagkatuto na nangangahulugan na ang mag-aaral ay may pananagutan o ang may responsibilidad sa pagiging resulta ng kanilang pagkatuto dahil walang sino man ang gagawa o makakagawa nito para sa kanya o sa kanila. Examples of questions that learners ask when they are engaged in assessment as learning are given below. Number 1. Do I set my own learning target based on the learning outcome that teacher presents at the beginning of the lesson? Nagtatakda ba ako ng sarili kong target sa pagkatuto batay sa resulta ng pagkatuto na ipinakita ng guro sa simula ng aralin? Number 2. Do I monitor my learning progress in relation to my learning target? Sinusubaybayan ko ba ang aking pag-unlad sa pagkatuto kaugnay ng aking target sa pag-aaral? Number 3. I am content with how I am progressing, why or why not? Kontento na ba ako sa kung paano ako umuunlad, bakit o bakit hindi? And last, number 4. Any adjustment, remedial measures that I have to take for learning to the maximum and optimum. Mayroon ba akong kailangang gawin or ayusin para maisaayos o mapabuti ang aking kalagayan sa pag-aaral? Assessment as learning also refers to self-assessment. The learner assesses his or her own process and so rates himself or herself with the help of a scoring rubric like the one given below. Kagaya ng sinabi ko, ang assessment as learning ay tumutukoy din sa self-assessment. Tinatasan ng mag-aaral ang kanyang sariling proseso at kaya nire-rate ang kanyang sarili sa tulong ng rubric sa pagmamarka tulad ng ibinibigay sa ibaba. Exceeds. 4. I can do without mistakes. I can help others. Ang pinakamataas na marka ay ang 4, kung saan nangangahulugan itong exceeds, na ang ibig sabihin ay kaya na ng estudyanteng gumawa ng walang mali at kaya niya pang tumulong sa iba. Next, 3. Proficient. I can do it by myself. I make little mistakes. Sunod ay 3 na nangangahulugang proficient, na ang ibig sabihin ay kaya nang gumawa ng mag-isa pero nakakagawa pa rin siya ng kaunting pagkakamali. And number 2, developing. Sometimes I need help. I am starting to understand. Next ay 2 ay nangangahulugang developing, na ang ibig sabihin ay minsan ay kailangan pa rin niya ng tulong at nagsisimula na siyang umintindi. And number 1 is novice. I can't do it by myself. I don't understand yet. At ang pinakamababa ay ang 1, which is novice, na nangangahulugang hindi niya pa kayang gawin at hindi niya pa maintindihan. So ito ay student self-rubrics na tumutulong sa mga learners na i-rate ang sarili nila. To understand better formative assessments, let's compare it with summative assessment. Okay, para mas maintindihan natin ang formative assessment, ikumpara natin ito sa summative test. Formative test. First off, to monitor student learning, to ascertain progress, to check understanding, to teach responsively. For students, to evaluate their own learning, to build knowledge, to identify strengths and weaknesses, to continually improve learning, to target learning. Summative assessment. First step, to measure whether a student has met learning outcomes and to what extent at the end of a unit of study. To make further improvements in future iterations. For students, to understand their overall performance in a unit of study. To understand whether they have met the learning outcomes and to what extent at the end of a unit of study. Both are ways to assess student learning, are opportunities to give and receive feedback, are ways to evaluate the effectiveness of teaching. So ito po yung mga formative and summative assessment na kinukumpara or compared. Yun lang po at maraming salamat.
The DepEd Order Number 8, Series of 2015 states that assessment is a process that is used to keep track of learners' progress in relation to learning standards and in the development of the 21st century skills, to promote self-reflection and personal accountability among students about their own learning, and to provide basis for the profiling of student performance on the learning competencies and standards of the curriculum. There are three purposes of assessment. First, assessment for learning. Second, assessment as learning. And third, assessment of learning. Let's start with assessment for learning. In assessment for learning, assessment is done to improve and ensure learning. This is referred to as formative assessment. Assessment that is given while the teacher is in the process of student formation or learning. It ensures that learning is going on while teacher is in the process of teaching. Examples: question and answer, exit slips, and quizzes. Assessment as learning, it is called a self-assessment. Students set their targets, monitor, and evaluate their own learning in relation to their set target. It is self-directed and it develops independent learners. Examples: reflections and insights. And the third is assessment of learning, given at the end of a unit, grading period, or a term like a semester. It assesses learning for grading purposes. Examples: periodical test, prelim, midterm, semifinal, and finals. Again, the three purposes of assessments are: first, assessment for learning; second, assessment as learning; third, assessment of learning. When we go back to the definition given by the Department of Education, we can trace that all three purposes of assessment are present. This time, let's try to match it. Assessment is a process that is used to keep track of learners' progress in relation to learning standards and in the development of the 21st century skills. That is, assessment for learning. To promote self-reflection and personal accountability among students about their own learning. That is, assessment as learning. And to provide basis for the profiling of student performance on the learning competencies and standards of the curriculum. That is, assessment of learning.